Force
Majeure.
which is a film by a Swedish director called Ruben Östlund, who's not particularly well known in this country. I hope that this is the film that will really see him break out. Imagine, if you will, an episode of Peep Show guest directed by Michael Haneke, and you get a kind of an idea for just how kind of bone-itchingly uncomfortable this film is, but it's very, very funny and very, very brutal. It's about a very well-to-do Swedish family, very attractive, fantastic cheekbones, all go up to the Alps for a skiing holiday. And on the second morning, they've had a fantastic first day. On the second morning, they're sitting out on the terrace with all these other families, and a controlled avalanche is set off by the resort, which comes tumbling down the mountainside. Now, they're kind of marvelling at it until it gets very close and they think, oh dear, this is actually going to hit us. The mother's instinct, Edda, is to kind of gather her children in and basically protect them from this onslaught of what she thinks is going to be this onslaught of snow. The father's instinct, Tomas, is to grab his iPhone and leg it.
And his gloves.
And his gloves, his ski gloves as well. He spent a lot of money on the ski gloves. And so there's this fantastic moment. The avalanche passes. It was actually just a cloud of dust that was thrown up by the real avalanche. So there was no danger at all. But then the father has to come back, and the whole family has to come to terms with the fact that when the chips were down, he got up and skedaddled. Exactly. And it's this wonderful sense that you are not in control of your true self, and that, you know, you can be shown up to be the fraud that you are at any point. It's just incredibly dramatically exciting. Ruben Östlund, as I say, he cranks up the discomfort to, you know, beyond 11, I mean, up to about 36. It's just an incredibly kind of difficult film to watch, but very, very exciting, very darkly funny in places. And the ending, there's this wonderful double ending where it kind of, I don't want to really talk about it, but there's two beautiful images on which these two scenes end on that just, you know, make the whole thing and all the discomfort leading up to it very worthwhile.
I mean, it wasn't awful, I didn't think, but I didn't laugh as much as obviously you did. The one part that I did laugh at was where the dad is hanging out with this other dude, and they've been away skiing for the day, and they're lying on their deck chairs on the deck as they do, and this girl comes up and they think that she's hitting on them. I'm not going to say what happens after that, but that was the funniest part for me.
And for 30 seconds, the dad's masculinity and sense of superiority is restored, and it's beautiful, and it's incredibly, like, it's a laughter of despair. Yeah. I think, you know, it's very, very dark.
I just hated everyone in the film.
Yeah, that's the idea.
I hated
that's the idea.
Everyone.
But goodness, compared to Ruben Östlund's
at them.
other stuff, this is a breeze.
Really?
You know, it makes his last film, Play, makes this look like The Sound of Music.
I was shouting at the screen at times. It was just like, you know, I was annoying the neighbours watching this. It was just kind of... Yeah, I don't know, maybe, but weirdly, after watching it and talking to you about it, it kind of like, it's weird, in the experience of watching it, the uncomfortableness was maybe something that made me feel like that. But then post it and talking about it, I kind of think I might have enjoyed it more than I realised it.
It comes down to the way in which Ruben Östlund shoots as well, because he works with incredibly high definition digital photography, and he stands very far back from a scene and sets the camera up normally still just to record what goes on. And then in the edit suite later, he decides not only where to cut the scene, but which part of the scene to zoom in on. And so, you know, you can have a small part of a large frame can be all that you see.
Yeah.
And it really enhances this idea that you're being, you know, you're not just watching the film, but you're surveilling it. You're kind of prurient and spying in on this family's distress.